guys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how I get big, nice, voluminous hair, because this ain't it. I've already done my complete wash and go, and I will link it up here if you guys want to check it out. But you can't necessarily just leave your hair like this. I mean, you can, but it's really not cute. And I see it. I do see it out there. I've had 2 videos where I've shown you guys how I stretch my hair and separated and fluffed it and stuff, but I feel like y'all just ignore that video. I'm really hoping you don't ignore this one, because y'all, it's really getting on my nerves. You can't leave your hair like this. Mama, honey, no, don't do it. I'm going to show you guys what I do. Roll up my sleeves. What I like to do, I like to start off with the blow dryer. So right now I have sat under the dryer, but I have not put a blow dryer to my hair. Now I do put a blow dryer to my hair every time I wash my hair. I always put it to my roots because I always stretch out my hair, because I'm not walking around like this. I'm just not. So what I like to do first is get my bang out the way, because y'all can already see my bangs are already long, which isn't going to be a problem, because what we're going to do is we're going to try to lift it. I'm going to go ahead and clip this out of the way, and we'll work on that last. And really, you want to part your hair like you're about to do your wash and go. You know how you put it in sections? You really want to put your hair in sections, okay? As you guys can see, it's wet up in here. That's okay. The dryer won't get that part because my hair is so thick. This is just a step I always do, y'all. I just sit under that dryer for about 30 minutes and let it get like, I want to say 80% dry, because it never gets this inside dry. Like, it just never does. And so I gave up on it. And I just start this process. But you have to be super gentle. You don't want to create a lot of frizz, because this is going to create a lot of frizz, okay? If you just go ripping it apart, it's going to cause a lot of frizz. So you just have to be really patient with your hair and with yourself, and just separate it into 4 pieces really gently. Now that this section is exposed, you also want to get another clip. I feel that I have a lot of water back there. So first, I'm just going to go ahead and blow dry this section. Now, the section's already set, so do not be afraid to take a blow dryer to your hair. It's going to be okay. So I'm taking my Dyson. You guys know it's a very expensive dryer, but you take whatever dryer you want to take. And I'm going to put it on the lowest setting and the lowest heat, and I'm just going to use nothing. I'm going to take that nozzle off, and I'm just going to let it blow. We're just letting it blow. Now, while you're doing that, you want to tug on it just a little bit. Hold. Like, I would say, like, go midway. What you're really doing in this step is straightening out your roots, because they don't necessarily need to be curly. That's not what you're looking for. You need to just make sure they're dry. That's going to give you elongation, but you're still going to have your natural curls on the end. So now that you have pretty much dried it just a little bit more, so your hair is not like soaking wet, then you want to go in and part it in half. It takes time, y'all. I promise it takes time, but it works. So then I really go in from my roots, and I take the nozzle that's going to get directly on the issue, okay? And same heat, same settings, and you just want to tug on your hair and use the nozzle. As you can see, this section is completely dry. Then I like to just peel all the hairs apart that want to kind of separate, so that you get nice separated curls. And then it makes it more fluffier, bigger. Sometimes when you separate, you realize that something else might be a little wet. So you just take the dryer, go back in, and make sure all of it's dry. But you want to make sure it's like 80% dry before you do this, because if not, once you start pulling it apart, it's going to start creating frizz. You don't want too much frizz. So you want to just make sure it's pretty dry before you start doing this step. So I'm just going to repeat this all over my hair, you guys. I know a lot of y'all be like, after you blow out your hair like that, you just walk outside and then it shrinks right back up. What I like to do is band it right after I have blow dried it. So it's still warm, right? And you want to just go ahead and band it so it can set in that state. Because once it like cools down, it'll draw back up a little bit, and you'll lose some of your elongation. So when I get to my bangs, I just like to make sure they're dry, and then start separating them, because you don't want it to look real defined. Like, you want it to look defined, but you kind of want it to be bigger. You don't want it to look dumb. And I know it's still kind of in my face, and I do need to cut them. I'm going to have to pick, because my hair is getting too long for my shape. So now I got to pick it so I can still get my shape. That ain't no problem, but that ain't no problem. Dryer. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna let this sit for like 5 minutes and then I'll be back with my pick and then we'll be done. It's been 5 minutes and I look like a little girl. So we're gonna take these out and start to pick, start to pick. I kind of like that my hair is stretched out. Sometimes I like my hair stretched out, but sometimes I don't. But I always stretch it out just a little bit. Like sometimes I want it super stretched and sometimes I don't. I had posted a photo because you guys know, like, I'm not a model, but I do like to take photos here and there. And it was one photo shoot that I did. My hair looked super stretched. And you guys were just asking all in the comments, like, how you got your hair so stretched? How you got your hair stretched? And I really do the same thing every time, but sometimes I just do it a little bit more. When I do this, it's better when you don't let your hair completely dry, because when it's wet and you blow dry that part out, it just stretches it a little bit more. So here's where you go in and start to pick your hair out. So I just like to take it out like this and just pick it upward. Just like pick, mess it up a little bit because it's so defined and so like perfect. So this is the part you just want to act crazy with it and start picking it, fluffing it, loving it. And I like to take the prayer hands just to break some of that cast, even on the ends, just to get rid of some of that. And now we pick, we pick, we pick, we pick. You'll see how flat this is on this side, and then how like not flat this side is. On the first day, if you want that, you gotta pick. Because it's stuck back there. You put so much product back there, you gotta lift that junk up, girl. Because it's weighed down, you know. So I'm basically gonna keep picking it out, y'all, throughout the night. And then I'm going to go to bed. I'm literally just doing this for you guys to see how big you can get it on day 1. If you tried. But then I'm gonna show y'all day 2. Which is gonna be tomorrow. Which is gonna look extra good. You see? When you get right there, raise that up so you can blend your bang with whatever this is. Don't leave this part out, please. Like, please blend your bang with the rest of your hair, friend. And lift this bang. Lift this bang. But this is how I pick my hair out, y'all. Everybody do it differently. You really got to do it to shape your own hair. But you just look in the mirror and you just go in there where you feel like you need to be raised. Like, have a goal in mind and keep freaking going. And then I like to take this back part, bring it up. As you can see, ain't much frizz. The bigger it gets, it's gonna take away some of the shine, but it's still gonna be like nice and fluffy. You want to add some frizz to get it bigger. Like, that look, I love. That look, I love. So yeah, this is me with my long bangs. This can last me like a good little minute. Like, I would say 5 to 6 days, but I never go past 5 days. Hell, I rarely go past 4 days. So we're gonna see. If I do keep this in, y'all will see in another video. Okay, you guys, so it's the next day, and I just woke up and shook my hair out. I started picking out this side, as you can see. I haven't picked out this side. I've just been shaking my hair. So I just like to lift it. I don't like to do too much, but you just lift at the roots, and that's where you put your pick at, and just pick it out to it the size you want it to be. And my hair is looking so freaking defined. I'm like, damn. Can I get less definition, please? That's the only thing about my hair, though. It's like it draws attention because it's so freaking shiny. It's like it's so shiny. It's so dark, but then it's so defined. So this is it. I am about to like trim my bangs a little bit. I hope you guys got something out of this big fluffing video. Please stop leaving your hair like you saw me when I first came on. Do not leave your hair like that. Not cute. And it's not gonna mess it up. I know a lot of y'all be like, I be so scared of doing it. Y'all, it's not gonna mess it up as long as your hair is dry, mainly dry. You only need your ends to literally be dry, honestly, because everything else kind of needs to be frizzy. If not, it's gonna take longer for it to get frizzy, which you guys might like because, you know, you want to get like 5, 6, 7 days out of it. But for me, I like my hair to look cute at all times, so I be trying to pick it out on the first day now sometimes. I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, and I love you so much. Bye-bye.
I know, but we can't let this go. We both see what we love is not a